Hello everyone. Yes, it's another talking video tonight. I'm putting a few of these I'm pushing a few of these through now, I've noticed. Or you probably noticed as well, I hope. As well as the reading videos. Yes, I want to have a little chat because it's been a long day today. Been raining all day long, haven't really been able to do much. And let me think. How was I going to put this? You know, I've been thinking about my mental health because sometimes when you don't have them, when you struggle to find things to do, you tend to think about these things, you know. And it's not always good for us, but I know I keep saying this, but I am doing better, and it amazes me because I never thought I would. Because sometimes it's like not this time, but sometimes I'd get one negative thought and I'd be stuck in this rut of negativity, and it would be like the negativity was literally pulling me down into this big pit of despair, and it would be ages before I ever got back out. But nowadays, I seem to be doing okay. It still puzzles me a bit, and part of me knows I should not complain about this. You know, I should just be happy that I'm doing better and work on that. And there's that other part of me that thinks it's all going to come crashing down soon, Jem. It's all going to come crashing down. But not tonight. Mental health is a strange thing, isn't it, people? We have these problems and yet other people seem to get on life just fine. No trouble. I hate them so much. Nah, actually, just kidding. I don't hate them. What I hate is me not having things as in order as they appear to. Although, quite frankly, if we're being honest, most people don't actually have their lives in order like you think they do. Most people just appear to have it all together when in actual fact they don't. Excuse me. Itch on my back. Anyway, the whole day got me thinking. What's that? Oh, that's my thumb that's my hand getting in the way there. Anyway, yes, I was thinking today about how I'm 41, you know, and life still hasn't quite worked out for me yet. And when you get to my age, well, I imagine some of you are my age too, but you start to think, where does the time go? How much time have I actually wasted? And how much time am I wasting today by not doing anything, you know? And those thoughts sit with you, because I'm 41 now, and in October I'll be 42. I'm not getting younger. Well, technically no one is, but especially me, I'm really not getting any younger. Figuratively and literally too. It's not a happy thought, really, but it is reality. But I still have plenty of time to make things work. I have no idea how, but I'm getting there. Excuse me. Nose itches. But the thing is that it's not too late. It's never really too late. Because for the last 9 months or so, I've been jogging, I've been exercising, I've been losing weight. If you watch some of my older videos, you'll actually see that my face does look a bit wider. You can see the weight I've lost, which is amazing. But ironically, this is the easy bit. The hard part is to keep it up. I mean, I still have problems with when it comes to unhealthy things like sweets and cakes and other things. I always want to have sweet things. Sweet things is probably my ultimate weakness. Cake, sweets, candies, the Americans may call them. Or do call them, I should say. They do say the word candy, I know that. And you got soft drinks as well, or pops or sodas, whatever you want to call them. They're all tempting me, and they all kind of they all tempt you back to how things were, you know? It's like, I have a very sweet tooth, and I do find sweets very tempting, and it's very tempting to eat unhealthy things when boredom strikes, you know? Because when you get, as you know, when you get bored, that's when you think about these things and you think, I know, a nice little treat I deserve. I'm trying to trick my mind into thinking that water is a treat. It's not working so far, I can tell you that now, but I'm getting there, I think. I think that one day my brain will just say, ooh, water, a lovely treat. And I'll be happier and my body will be happier too. Although saying that though, I have actually made improvements. My sugar intake is actually lower than what it probably ever has been for many, many years of my life. I mean, I have sweetener in my tea instead of sugar now. I mean, when I make a loaf of bread, I put in sweetener instead of sugar. Or most of the time now, I usually just make the one that is literally just flour and water and a bit of salt. All the ingredients say a little bit of salt. Don't know why. Might be a preservative, maybe. But then again, if you're making your own bread, you only get it for about 3 days anyway before it starts to go mouldy. But the point is, I'm doing better. I'm making these changes. And I do find it hard. I will admit, I do find this hard. But it's not impossible, you know? It really isn't. I can do this, and if you're watching this and struggling, you can do this too. Because I believe in you. Same way I know people watching this believe in me. I've seen the messages being left for me, and it touches me. It gets you right here in the heart. I think the heart is like over here, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm getting at, you know? But to go back to what I said earlier, it's not too late to be better, you know? You may have lost many years of your life, but you still got many years ahead of you yet. Many years to make that change, and it's better to make the change today than next year. I know I always say, you know, I made my efforts to change too late, but it wasn't too late. It was just right for me, and the time you choose to do it is just right for you too. And besides, today's better to make a start today than to make a start next year, because then you look back and even then think, I lost another year. And there are going to be days when it doesn't work out for you. I know that from experience, but it does get better, people, okay? It does. It really, really does. And I know it's getting better for me because I'm handling this a lot better now than what I was last year. You know, I was having bad thoughts and they were staying with me for so damn long, you know? And it held me down, and I'd struggle to sleep because the thoughts were there, and then sometimes I'd want to cry a little bit because I'm just that damn sad about it all. But it's not too late. And things can get better. I know it's a cliche thing that a lot of people say, but if I can do it, so can you. Okay? You just got to take it one day at a time. And that is the honest to God truth here. You can do this, okay? And I think if we do this together, it'd be even easier because then we have something to fall back on. But the main thing you need to understand is that there are going to be days where it goes wrong. There is going to be times when you don't want to do it, times when you do fall back to your old ways. Okay, and that's only natural, it's only human. But the key is to get back up and get back on the track, you know, the road, or whatever you want to call it in this damn metaphor of getting better. Because it is doable. It's not easy, but it's doable. But quite frankly, if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Inside each and single one of you is the power to make your lives better. And that power is inside of me too. And I don't want to keep going along the cliches, but you got to believe in yourself. And I know that's really hard because I don't. Believing in yourself is necessary for this, I'm afraid. Because you've got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then you never will do anything. And I don't like the idea of people wasting their lives not doing much, okay, like I did, okay, because I spent most of my life saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough. Other people do these things, I didn't go to university. I failed my exams at school because I was just, I tried to learn this, but I wouldn't, so I convinced myself that I wasn't smart enough. So I failed. If I believed myself then, or if I pushed myself a little bit more, maybe I could have done something. Maybe I could be doing things, but I didn't. And I don't like the idea of people making these same mistakes that I have. I know that people will make the same mistakes that I have made. And that kind of breaks my heart a little bit. But I want to get better, and I want other people to get better too. Because life's better, Well, life is better when you're better. And I believe that everyone, pretty much anyone, can find some form of happiness. I really do. Because why not? Why can't we find happiness, people like us? We're not really worse than other people. We just think we are. So I said I spent most of my life convincing myself that I wasn't good enough to do things, I didn't really date much because that's what other people did. I had relationships, but they were all... I was miserable in each single one, if I'm honest with you, people. I was miserable in each and every single relationship I've ever had. Why? Because when I did get into one, I accepted it. I accepted whatever came my way. It's like... I used to have all the Moomin books. All of them. All 8 of them. Because there's only 8 books. I know there's comics and other bits, but I had all 8 books. I loved them, but my last girlfriend, she didn't like me having anything like that because they're for kids. Well, that's what she said anyway. And like an idiot, I said, yeah, I'll get rid of them. Even though I love those books. I got some of them back. But I'm sorry, Boo Bear Collection. But the point is, I convinced myself that I wasn't good enough for a relationship. So when I had one, I just said, okay, I'll do whatever's necessary to keep this going. And I spent the entire relationship doing this, okay? I got rid of things I loved because my partner didn't approve. I kept my emotions to myself because I didn't want to inconvenience them. I essentially convinced myself that the only way I could be with someone was to be so damn low maintenance. And the only way I could be with someone, the only way I could be with someone was by simply not asking for anything, or wanting or needing nothing. That way people would want to be around me. But the truth is, we all need and want stuff. And by neglecting ourselves, we only hurt ourselves. Now, I wasted a lot of time, effort and money in that relationship, but the point is that it's what it is, unfortunately. It cannot be helped anymore because the mistake has already been made. But at the same time, though, that's how I learned this lesson, Those mistakes is what allowed me to learn and grow as a person. Now, it does make me sad when I look back and think how much wasted time was there. But I can't think like that, Because it will bring me down too much. What I need to accept is that it was a life lesson, Our experiences make us who we are. And how do I put this? No, I've lost my track of thought now. I do it sometimes. Admittedly, I'm not very good at these talking and spilling my guts things, but I do what I can. And I kind of want to share my thoughts, because I know I'm not the only one. I found out not all too recently that I'm not the only one when I got bombarded with love And that makes me really happy. Really does. And I hope it continues. Now, as I'm losing my track of thought, I'm going to have to cut this off now, because it's just going to end up with me going, and losing track of things. So, please, if you are fighting this mental health battle, please don't give up, okay? If you feel really low, then send me a message, alright? Just drop a comment on my latest video and just say, James, just say hello, and I'll say hello back. You know, feel free to reach out. I mean that. Feel free to reach out to me, because this is because these battles are easier when you have someone with you. And well, that's it really. You know, if you want to reach out to me, do so. If you feel that low or you're struggling, reach out to me. I'll say hello back. Merely, I'm not a great conversationalist, but I'll say hello. And you know, maybe if we do talk, you know, we might be able to learn something from each other. But as I decided I was going to leave it, so I'm going to have to finish this here. Okay, so until next time, people, take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.